Hi Flosstube, this is Veronica with Night Stitch, and I have a Stitchy update for you today. It is May the 8th, 2025, Thursday, and I'm here with another update. I've been working on Stitch Mania, so my Mania is a little bit different because of the Monopoly that I've been doing. So initially I thought I was going to start something every business day of the week. So Monday through Friday I would start something new. However, since I started Monopoly as well so that I would have it tied to my Mania, it's not really working out that way. So I played round 1 of Monopoly in my last Flosstube update, which gave me starts on May 1st, May 2nd, May 5th, and May 6th. So that one went along with what I was doing. But so on May 7th, I needed a new project to work on. And I think before, when I had done Mania, I literally just did regular Mania. So when a new day started, I just picked something to work on to start. But this time, that's not what I'm doing. So I played Monopoly, and May 7th actually gave me a whip because it gave me the Figgy Pud Jumper again, because Captain America landed on a property, and so the property whip gets worked on when I land on it. So Figgy Pud Jumper was his property whip, so I put 50 stitches into it. So that's kind of what's been going on. The Mania Monopoly will just give me a random project, which is what I wanted, but it's just throwing me off a little bit. But I think that's okay because that's kind of how Mania is. I wanted it to be kind of crazy, and because I'd done it the regular way before, it really, other than the initial throwing me off, wasn't really like bad that it happened that way. So I've just been, maybe I just feel a little weird because it's Mania and I remember just starting all the things, but I'm actually like working on whips and I have one new start. So I played round 2 of Monopoly in my Flosstube extra that I posted before this video. So that gave me starts on May 7th, 8th, and 9th, and then I skipped the weekend, and then May 12th. So it's going to be 3 whips because 2 of the characters are still in jail, so I have to work on the same projects that I worked on when they got into jail, because this round, they were going to try to roll doubles to get out of jail, and neither of them did that, so yeah, so then the only new start that I have is Buzz Lightyear because he landed on a property and he did not do that the first round. So, yeah. Also, when I did Mania the first week, I just did as many stitches as I could to get it started. And so now I'm doing the 50 stitches thing that I said, that I initially put in my Monopoly rules. So basically all of that to say my Mania is manic, which is good. Alright, I wanted to just explain that a little bit because I felt like it. So my new start for Buzz is going to be this car here. And that is the dad car number 19 is what I'm calling it. So I'm doing it on Naiad. which is this little piece of fabric I have left over from something else that I was working on. And I marked the middle so I can start that on May 9th. Okay, so this next one is done on 18 count Aida. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's the Artiste brand and it's white. And they used Zweigart fabric. And this is the whip that I work on when Captain America lands on property. So this is out of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas magazine from 2024, and it is called Figgy Pud Jumper. And it's this little ornament. It's designed by Caroline Selden of Haystack Stitching. So I started this on May 1st. So this was day 1 of Stitch Mania. And the first day I put 422 stitches in it. This is just a fat quarter. No, is it? Oh, it's 11 by 18 inches, so it's a stitcher's eighth, so it's a fat eighth. So, the first day I put 422 stitches, and then Captain America landed on a property again, so I put 50 more stitches in. So now, this pattern is 57 high by 76 wide, and it has 4,332 stitches total. It has 472 stitches in it right now. It's at 10.90% complete, and it has 3,860 stitches left. On day 2 of Mania, I worked on Doreen Jones' Advent Calendar, day number 12. And I'm using Frosty Mint Lugana. It's 32 count. It's by Fibrelicious. And this is what it looks like. I have this here. I sewed on a piece of fabric so that I could have extra fabric to put in my Q-snap. So I put this part in the Q-snap, and then it makes it so I can hold on to my project. So this is day 12, and it's a pile of presents. This is 44 high by 25 wide. It has 1,100 stitches in it. And I worked on this on May 2nd so day 2 of Stitch Mania, and I put in 311 stitches. And it's at 28.27%, and it has 789 stitches left. And this one I'm gonna be working on again on May 8th. So today, I will be putting 50 stitches into this for Monopoly. Okay, then out of the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine, the edition with the bunnies on it. I don't know what issue it is. It's like British magazines, I've noticed, don't give you issue numbers for some reason, so I'm doing this Blackwood Kite, and it's by Leslie Tier. And This was Mania Day 3. So this was a new start, and I worked on it as much as I could. And this is just 28 count white Lugano from my LNS. That's what I have. So this one is 78 high by 31 wide. It has 2,418 stitches total. I worked on it on May 5th and I put in 154 stitches. It's at 6.37% and it has 2,264 stitches left. Okay, on May 6th I worked on the Christmas Advent Calendar number 13. This is a new start. It's by Doreen Jones. I'm doing it on This Is My Jam by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. And day 13 is a snow globe. So I started it on May 6th and it's 44 high by 25 wide. It has 1,100 stitches in it. I put in 476 and it's at 43.27% done and it has 624 stitches left. This one is also going to be worked on again. I'm going to put 50 more stitches into it on May 12th. Alright, that is all of my Mania projects. So now I can just do the whips as usual. This one, I showed it in my April recap summary video. And then I forgot to show it in my Flosstube. But and I was sad because it was so exciting because it's a finish. Doing it on Ashes to Ashes by Fiberlicious is 32 count Lugana. And I finished my Arctic Animals Club by Frosted Pumpkin, and I finished it in the time frame that the stitch along was. So this is my very first finished stitch along. I finished it on April 28th. And I forgot to tell you in my Flosstube video. If you saw it in the recap, you already know, but I was like, for those who don't watch the recap, I was so excited. So I made some color changes on this. Anytime the animals didn't have black eyes in real life, I changed the color of their eyes to whatever their eye color is. So the caribou's eyes are gold. The puffin's eyes are blue and gray. Blue and gray, I think, because it says puffins can have those two eye colors, and their eye colors are backstitched in red because they have a red outline around their eyes. The walrus has red eyes. And the polar bear has brown eyes. And the Arctic hare has like golden yellow eyes. And the Arctic fox has golden yellow eyes as well. I realized on this that when I backstitch around the eyes, I should have used the same color as their eye, other than the puffin. which in reality has a red outline. But I worked on the seal, the harp seal, and I thought he was super cute, and I wondered why, and it's because his eye color is the same color as the back stitch. So I did it for the polar bear after I figured that out. I don't think I changed anything else color-wise. I did change all the fonts on the labels because they didn't really like the font that they charted, so I have an alphabet book, and so I charted like an alphabet I liked that would fit in there. But that's all that I changed, so I did manage to get a photo in to enter for a gift card, but sadly I did not win the gift card, but that's okay. So now, one of my goals was to finish a stitch along while it was going, and I did it. So now I know I can do it. This project is for WhipGo. This is my epic Gryffindor crest by Little Mojo. It's on Lord Libidin's website, and it is free, and it is done on Storm Chaser by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. My WhipGo goal is to put 1,000 stitches in it. So I worked over here. So this pattern is 230. I can never fold this so that it doesn't do that weird thing at the bottom. Sorry. 239 high by 187 wide. It has 44,693 stitches total. I put in 392 stitches. So it has 16,726 stitches in it right now. It's at 37.42%. It has 27,967 stitches left. And for my 1,000 stitch goal, I have 608 stitches left to put in to reach that. I worked on Lighthouse by Jan Lynn. Doing it on Pressed Petals by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. This pattern is 52 high by 55 wide. It has 2,860 stitches in it. I put in 200 stitches. I got it to 607 stitches in it right now. It's at 21.22%, and it has 2,253 stitches left. And on the pattern, I was almost done with the top row, so I decided to say I want to finish the top row as my goal, and I did. So I worked up in the sky where the blue and the yellow are, and a little bit of the white. This is my temperature chart for this week. This is Patrick Bateman. I have recently discovered the Etsy shop is closed now, so I'm doing this on Water Sapphire Lugana. It's 25 count, and I'm doing it 2/2 full cross. And I worked on this for the temperature this week. So May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I worked on this. So, or I took the temperature for May 1st, which was 44. So I put in 50 stitches. Then on May 2nd, it was 46. So I put in 50 more stitches. Then on May 3rd, it was also 46. So I put in 50 stitches. Then on May 4th, it was 69, so I put in 100 stitches. So this got 250 stitches total. It's 226 high by 198 wide. It has 44,748 stitches. Total, I put in 200, so it has 1,827 stitches now. It's at 4.08% and it has 42,921 stitches left. And I've worked in over here. I filled in a lot of that. And I put in some more like in the middle as well, but I didn't do as much in there. This one is a finish. I finished day 10 into, well, it's an FFO. It's a fully finished object. I finished it into an envelope and I put a sticker on it. It's a wreath. And yeah, I already gave you the stats last time. I just didn't fully finish it yet, but this is my fully finished. I just put that and then I did this on the back. And then I also fully finished day 11 of the same pattern. And I put a sticker of a light, a Christmas light, and then this is the back. The fabric is fall foliage for both of them. That's 28 count opalescent Lugana by Fiberlicious. And this next one is a finish. This is Laundry Day by Spruce Craft Co. I did it on French Roast by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And did on the top half of this. And it's done. It's 70 high by 70 wide. It has 719 stitches. I started it on March 10th, 2025, and I finished it on May 3rd, 2025. I put in 513 stitches in May, and that was all the stitches it needed to be done. I changed the font, or not the font, the color of the font from 310 to a mixture of 995 and 996, both DMC colors. And I alternated every word to be 995 or 996. And then I wrote on here, finish. Okay, this is some haul I got. I got a box of DMC Blanc upside down. And it comes like this. It's 12 skeins of Blanc because I ran out of Blanc and I was like, it's kind of like black. You kind of need it for like a lot of stuff. So I like to get the box of 12. I got the box of 12 of black as well, like a while ago, and I still have some, so I thought it was a good thing to have for Blanc as well. And I got it off Amazon, but it's like DMC's store on Amazon. because DMC.com didn't have it for some reason. Or maybe I didn't look in the right spot. I don't know. I also got this in the same order. I got this from the Dimension store on Amazon. It's called Cozy Cove. And I thought it was really pretty. It's just a little town. And I like little seaside villages like this. I just really like towns, I think. It doesn't have to be the seaside, but seaside is very cool. So this is a gold collection. I don't know that I have any gold collection. This is the floss. And I think I'll probably use my own fabric because of all the backstitch in it. I find it much easier to backstitch on even weave than I do Aida. And this is by Charles Wysocki. The artwork. So that is that's all the stuff I worked on. I worked on seemingly less things because I was doing Mania, but that's okay. Next, I want to show you my box. I got a box from Spruce Craft Co. This is a company in Australia, and she had a snack and stitch box, and I thought I would try it out just because I like snacks and thought it would be fun to get snacks from Australia because every country has different food. Trying to get the knot open. It came really well packaged. It came in a bubble bag, like a really thick bubble bag, so it was all well protected. I suppose I could just cut this off, but I got the knot open. Now I just need to get the rest of it untied here because it's been double knotted twice for security. Okay. I have found the little this is how it comes packaged. So I got a pattern, which is this one. It says what, and I cannot stress this enough, the fuck, and this is her company logo. And it's a kit, so it comes with the hoop, the pattern, fabric, and floss. And this is the needle. It says your weapon of mass construction. Okay, I was curious about the little card, so that's why. And this is my little candy. It's an Allen's Party Mix. And it's like gummies, I believe. Yeah. It's little gummy candies. So that's all that I came in the box. Oh, and this is just a little cool little scrapbook thingy. Okay, now we're gonna shake for my whips for next week. And I put in the ones I didn't get to in here, so if they get pulled again, that's fine. Can't open it. Cozy Cafe. his cross. This was one of the ones I didn't get to this week, so that's good. My Savior's words. Super secret boy band. Courage. Okay, I'm gonna put the full coverage in here and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna shake for my full coverage. Mucha inspired Pocahontas. Before I go get my projects, I'm going to update my saving shopping board. Because I forgot to do that. Okay, so here's my board. I worked on Patrick Bateman. I put 250 stitches into him. So 5150, 5,150 stitches. Just gonna round that to 52. Because I'm gonna round the 50 up to 52 because I feel like it. So this is the total, 7,600. So down to 7,350, so 7,350 for the total. I also have my paper board here. Last time I realized I forgot to update it on camera. So I decided I'm not gonna forget this time. So 7,600 for the total is now 7,000. $350. I wrote that really big. Hopefully I don't run out of space. I probably will, but you know, I guess whatever. Too bad for me. Okay, I think now I'm gonna go get my projects and I will come back. Okay, I'm here to show you my whips for this week. I'm gonna be working on Super Secret Boy Band. This is by Circus Stitches on Etsy. I'm doing it on chocolate. It's 30 or 28 count Opal Lugana. I have to finish the word secret and then add boy band, and then I'll be done. This one is Mucha inspired Pocahontas. This was on Etsy, but the shop is closed. I'm not doing the yellow background. This is going to be the temperature chart for this week. And this is Maldivian Dreams by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. That's what I have. I'm done with page 1, which is the sunflowers and the little border in her hair. And I started on page 2, which is the top of her head there in the middle. And I'm doing this 2/2, and then I'm doing her face 1/1. And I started doing that down in the middle, but I wasn't sure what color was her arm and what color was her dress, so I stopped before I got too far into it. And I wasn't going to frog it out in case it's right, but I also wasn't going to add more in case it was wrong. So that's why there's such a huge gap there. This is My Savior's Words. It's designed by Connie Abel. It's from Imaginating. I'm doing it on Memories in the Rain by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I think I'm almost halfway done with this because the top half is almost done. There's just right here, there's supposed to be another phrase. I haven't done it yet, but I probably will do that when I work on it again. And then I can start working on the bottom. This one is His Cross. It's by Jan Lin. It's at Design Works. Nope, it's just Jan Lin Needle Arts. I was looking to see why I thought it was Design Works, but whatever. Oh, I think it's because the floss card was similar. Yeah, the floss card says Design Works, so that's why I thought. But the pattern says Designs for the Needle, and then the cover photo says Jan Lin Needlecraft, so maybe it's all 3 companies working together. I have no idea. This is from Under the Sea Fabrics. It's Naiad. It's 32 count Lugana. And I showed you this last week. It's in the same spot because I didn't work on it, but it got pulled again. This pattern has an epic ass ton of quarter stitches. Where the cross is, each little thing here has quarter stitches all up in there. And the bottom, like, part of the cross too. So if you ever do this pattern, get some even weave or linen because quarter stitches. There are a lot of them. This one is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Cozy Cafe. I'm using April Showers by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. And I have this much. This last one is Courage. This is designed by me. It's on my Etsy shop, Patriotic Stitcher. I'm using Cafe Misto by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. This is what I have. Okay, that is all of the whips and the temperature chart. And I showed you the Stitch Mania stuff in the beginning. So this next week I'm gonna keep working on all of that stuff. Priorities are Stitch Mania and Whip Go, and then everything else will be if I have time. I'll keep like updating you on Mania and Flosstube extras and then playing Monopoly as I need to. That might change later after Mania's over. I may do Monopoly with each Flosstube video, but since I just did a Monopoly round in the Flosstube extra and I haven't stitched on those pieces yet, I'm not going to do Monopoly today, so that's why. Yeah, I updated. Oh, I finished laundry day, and so I have the list here of what's in the box, so I'm gonna cross off laundry day. Other than that, I think I'm done for today. So that is exciting, things getting finished. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's all. So thank you everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!